We will now move over to Committee of the Whole, and I will call that meeting to order. Is there any declaration of interest related to any matter on today's agenda? Not seeing any. I'll ask, or at least I don't see any business arising from the minutes unless anybody has one. No, we have no delegations this morning. Determination of items requiring separate discussion. So the consent agenda is there. Would anyone like any of those items pulled for further discussion? Not seeing any, I would take a motion to receive those consent items as presented. Councillor Nielsen, Councillor Hutchison. Any discussion? Anyone opposed? That is carried. Moving on to items for discussion or direction and discussion. We have item A, it is Eat Local Grey Bruce support. Would someone care to move that to put it on the floor? Councillor Nielsen, Councillor Bourdignon, thank you very much. Madam Clerk, who is going to be presenting that
Savannah
report?
will be presenting this.
Savannah. Oh, there you are. Welcome, Savannah. Good morning. The floor is yours.
Good morning. Thank you so much, Council. Great to see you on this snowy morning. Bringing forward this report and follow up to the delegation that we had from Eat Local Grey Bruce at our last meeting on January 12th. Staff have worked with and alongside Eat Local Grey Bruce for several years, since the inception 7 years ago. And following the delegation, staff have maintained regular communications with the board, engaged several local producers, former staff, and Eater members for additional insight. And the board has been wonderful in providing information to us and answering our questions quickly, so that has been really appreciated. As you know, Eat Local Grey Bruce is currently seeking $115,000 through a public fundraising campaign to pay off their most urgent debts and reopen their doors, which we understand through their newsletter earlier this week they have achieved. So that is great news. This is a difficult situation, no doubt, whereby staff and community truly support the vision and the mission of Eat Local Grey Bruce, and we really want to see them succeed. There is no doubt in our minds there. At the same time, there's a shared understanding amongst all communities that the business model requires a complete restructure alongside significant debt repayment. So we want to talk a little bit about areas of support based on what was asked and what we think that we can provide as county staff based on the mandates we have. So in 2022, county staff worked very closely with Eat Local Grey Bruce board to provide wraparound relocation assistance. The county administration building had been a pickup location for Eat Local Grey Bruce, and in the fall of 2022, Sydenham campus became the newest pickup location to maintain that hub in Owen Sound. Since the financial situation was brought to our attention, staff have provided information and links and possible granting programs that the organization could consider. The ask of Grey County to provide $20,000 in grant funding and ongoing financial support to cover monthly lease costs of $4,200 is just not something that staff can recommend council support. Eat Local is a commercial business, and Section 106 of the Municipal Act prohibits giving a single business financial support of the type requested. What we do know is that in 2020, Eat Local Grey Bruce was funded through the Investment Readiness Program, and through that, they were able to formalize policies and procedures, complete a full financial assessment, and perform comprehensive strategic planning in an effort to ensure continued sustainable growth. We think that given the immense work that was completed in 2020, we are able to assist further by providing further refined professional consultation and training to both the board and its producer members through this transition. This is something that is part of our provincial mandate as offered through the Business Enterprise Center. It is something that's included within the current budget that we have. And with interest, staff would really like to be able to work with the local producers to develop a focused training series to help with the transition as well. So working with the board on the one side and producers on the other. If the organization dissolves, restructures, or looks to Grey County for support in the future, staff would recommend we bring back a report to either the Agricultural Advisory Committee and or the new Planning and Economic Development Committee for consideration. So that is our follow-up report for you on the delegation that we had, and certainly happy to take any questions the council may have.
Thank you, Savannah. Very good report. Any questions? Councillor Nielsen.
Thank you, Warden Milne. Not really a question, just wanted to thank staff for
the work they did here and the background information provided to council. As a new member, obviously, there's a lot of catch up there for myself to do, and I just appreciate the report and the timely nature in which you were able to accomplish this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Nielsen. Anyone else have any comments, questions? Not seeing any. I will call the question. Is anyone opposed? That is carried. Thank you very much, Savannah. Again, we have no closed meeting matters. Other business, as noted there, the February 2nd meeting is at 9 o'clock. We will meet electronically for a special council meeting. And the May 25th meeting has been canceled as it conflicts with the FCM conference. Madam Clerk, we don't need a motion to adopt those, do we? No, they're just there for information. Very good. Is there any notice of motion? Councillor DeBreen.
Thank you, Warden Milne. And I just wanted to advise County Council that I will be bringing a notice of motion to the next meeting, the next regular meeting, to seek your endorsement or support in my application for the AMO County Caucus. While an endorsement isn't required at the present time because it's just an expression of interest stage to fill current vacancies, I thought it would be most efficient of everyone's efforts and time to know whether I had your support. So that will be coming at the next regular council. Thank you very much, Warden Milne.
Very good. Thank you, Councillor DeBreen. Any other notice of motion? Councillor McQueen.
Thank you, Warden Millen. And we'll be bringing a notice of motion with regards to a motion from a special committee of the whole meeting on August 26, 2021 with regards to long-term care, and which was supported in the following up council meeting. So I will be bringing back a notice of motion to bring back the discussion, possible reconsideration on the redevelopment of Grey Gables, which was put on hold until such time County Council decides otherwise.
Very good. Thank you, Councillor McQueen. And I would encourage both notices of motion, of course, to work with the clerk to make sure those are presented in a timely and efficient manner. Councillor Eccles, I see you unmuted. Do you have an item? Go ahead.
Just a point of order.
Go ahead.
Councillor McQueen was requesting a motion to reconsider. Will be
Notice of motion.
Notice of motion for reconsideration. Okay, that's, I just want to understand. Was he in the majority or of that motion, or in the defeated
Minority
side of that motion at that point in time?
Good question. I'm not aware. Madam Clerk, is there a procedural matter we need to be considering here?
I'm just looking up the minutes from that day. Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to tell unless there was a recorded vote who voted in what manner. So we do rely on the member to, if there's a notice that reconsideration of a certain motion will be brought forward, that can only be brought forward by a member who voted on the prevailing side. So I'm just going to bring it up. However, I can work with Councillor McLean as well as Councillor DeBreen on their motions, and then we can proceed appropriately on February 9th.
Exactly. That's what I was hoping would transpire. So I'm sure Councillor McQueen and Councillor DeBreen will both be consulting with the clerk to make sure their motions are brought forward in a proper manner. Okay. Any other notices of motion? Not seeing any. I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. Councillor Matrosovs and Councillor DeBreen. Anyone opposed? Oh, wait. Councillor McKay, did you have an item, or were you looking to move or second?
No, I was just going to move her second. So,
all right. I know it's been a long, arduous meeting and everyone's anxious to wrap this up. It's been 19 minutes. I don't think that's a record, but it must be close. I will declare the meeting, unless anyone is opposed, I will declare the meeting is adjourned. Thank you all, and we shall see you tomorrow early, if not bright, Councillor Body. Take care all.